Good morning, my dear students. I hope all of you are great and having a great time at your home with your family members. So, welcome to the online classes of Winner Small Wonder Secondary School. In the topic which we are reading, Resources, Chapter 1, Geography, Class 8th, so far we have read about what is a resource and what are the type of resources. We did complete natural resources, man-made resources and human resources. With that you also got the glimpse of HRD, that is human resource development. Our today's topic is conservation of natural resources, or rather I should call it uh, or rather I would call it resource conservation. I would like to begin this topic with one of the quotes of our father of nation, that is, earth provides enough to satisfy every man's needs, but not every man's greed. These were the famous words of Mahatma Gandhi. So what he said, इस पृथ्वी पे इतनी चीज़ें हैं कि एक आदमी की बेसिक ज़रूरतें पूरी हो सकती है लेकिन उसका लालच नहीं पूरा हो सकता. So what are the bad things which you can see in the environment right now is because of the greed of the human being. So now as we understand this thing, we should conserve our natural resources, we should preserve our environment, because at the last we are the only people who are going to be in this planet, not anyone else. So that's this topic will focus. You must have heard about these terms: eco-friendly, green energy, green initiatives, global recycling, online initiatives, eco house, environmental focus, conservation, clean energy. These are the terms which you must have read in the newspapers, or you must have heard in the news channels, in the magazines, or in your books so far. So these are very important today in the coronavirus situation itself, because we are actually reaping what we have sown so far. So we should be really understand what our earth is going to, what our environment is going through, and we should check ourselves from not disaffecting our planet. Then this is the poster which I have taken from one of the European countries. You can see this in this chapter, in this poster. It is more of the save the earth and environment, eco lifestyle in ecology. So they have focuses on the three E's. So everything is E right now, and everything you should try to protect the nature, and that begins from us. Also, we shall read about three R's of environment, or rather I should call it three R's of sustainable development. What is a sustainable development also we shall focus in this chapter. So these are again very common terms. This is reduce, reuse, recycle. So it is something that you should reduce the consumption of the things which is not necessary to consume. Apart from that, you should reuse. If you are purchasing a particular substance or material, you should think of reusing that instead of buying it again. In the same way, if you are thinking of throwing anything in the garbage, or you are just thinking of a scrap, if you can recycle the products, it can be a glass bottle, it can be newspaper, it can be your old television, it can be your old sofa, or it can be a vehicle or a smartphone. So these are the things which can be recycled, so that it can be reused again, and so that you can reduce the consumption or the over consumption of any product. Apart from that, this chapter will also focus on protecting our planet. Starts with you. You should not think that I am a very young person to protect the nature. No, a small seed can transform itself a big banyan tree in a span of time. So you should not think that what change I can bring. A human being can bring a small change, and that small change can eventually be a big change in a matter of time. So you should not think that what change I can bring, because you have the ability to change the environment, to change the life of the people. So you can see that these are the initiatives everyone can do from their behalf. Like, you can bike more and drive less. I mean drive less in the sense, you rather try to bike rather than using the petrol or diesel vehicles. In this way pollution will be less. Then you should educate yourself the ways of alternative things which can be used, and you should encourage people of your surroundings to help them understand the conservation ways. You can volunteer yourself for the eco-friendly things. You can make understand people. In the same way, you should conserve water is really a very limited source, and we should smartly use it and encourage our people, our family members also, to use it smartly. In the same way, consumption of seafood, people are coming up with the alternate ways of eating rather than just exploiting the sea foods and harming the aquatic plants and animals. You should shop wisely and smartly. Whenever you are purchase any product which is going, you are going to consume it, you are going to use it on your body, first think about your body and then think what that discarded thing will happen. If you are purchasing a food item, any tin product, what that tin will happen after you discard, or what that plastic will go. So you should think about shopping is wisely, shopping it in a way that you can plan it. So that we will focus in this chapter. You should have a bright idea. You should have the alternative ideas to use the products, or tell people that what can be done. You can even share your ideas with the scientists, with the ministers of our country, so that they can work on that idea. Even even people are giving right now, they are planting a trees or giving saplings to each other on birthdays and anniversaries, and really young kids are being encouraged to take care of the plants in the same way as to take care of the kids. So that's the change you can bring. Even you should also try not to send any chemicals in the waterways, because these are again very important for us. So these are the changes which a human being can bring from their side, and they do not have to depend on each other for bringing the change. So having said that, let's begin our topic today and understand that why resource conservation is so much necessary in today's world. Why the resource need to be conserved. Now, what is the stock of resource? So far, we have learnt about different type of resources. We also learnt about the natural resources, and in that you have the potential resource, actual resource, ubiquitous resource, localized resource, renewable, non-renewable resources. Now, what is the stock of resource? The amount of resource available for use is called its stock. It's not only for resource, it's for anything. Whatever you have in the stock, whatever you have in the godown, that we call stock of resource. Now, why we have to think about stock of resource in this chapter, why this term is coming? For that you have to understand this resource conservation. What do you mean by resource conservation? It is the concept of using natural resources carefully so that in time they can be renewed and continue to be used in future. So resource conservation, you know that we have different type of natural resources. If we are not using those resources carefully, then it might get depleted with time. For example, when it comes to stock, suppose you have been provided with 10 pencils a year, and you are supposed to use this 10 pencils in a way that you should be using it, as well as you will be keeping some of out of stock of itself so that you can use in future. How will you use that? That is called sustainable development. So what is sustainable development? It is the concept of using resources in a balanced way. Here the term is balanced way, so that our purpose is solved, as well as they are also conserved for the future. Like as I told you, as I give the example of 10 pencils, you have to suppose you make a plan out of it that you are going to use one pencil a month, and in this way you will be using it for 10 months. So what you are doing, you are doing a sustainable development, means you are using that one pencil in a month and keeping the rest of the pencils in your stock so that you can use in the next month. In this way you have planned the resources, what you have in the stock. So you are conserving it, because again this is made up of natural resources. I am taking the example of pencil itself because it is made up of lead and with some wood. So you are using it carefully so that in time they can be renewed itself. Okay, here I can take example of coal. You know it very well that coal is a natural produce. We extract it from the coal mines. It need time to get renewed. You just learned in the last video that it takes 100 years to again get renewed for a coal, and again 100 years more to become a diamond itself. So it is not a 1 day or 2 day job that it gets renewed. So we need time, and we are not the only human species right now, or the earth is going to get destroyed in a few minutes or something. We do have our generation coming up next, so we have to maintain it for the future, for our future generation also. So sustainable development is the balanced way. It's a, you can say, 50% or 50% way in which we are सॉल्विंग आर पर्पस. जो आपको यूज़ करना है वो आप यूज़ कर रहे हो, एज वेल एज दे आर कंजर्व फॉर द फ्यूचर. आपकी फ्यूचर आने वाली जनरेशन्स भी आप यूज़ कर रहे हो, जैसे कि मैंने अभी एग्जांपल दिया 10 पेंसिल्स अ ईयर का. सो दैट इज़ कॉल्ड सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट. नाउ द क्वेश्चन हेयर कम्स, why should we conserve resources? Okay, so why should we conserve resources? Why it is necessary? First, due to excessive exploitation of water, shortage of water is being faced at many places. Now you know that Earth is actually 3/4 of water and 1/4 land. Out of this 3/4 water, only again 1/4 is drinkable water. Okay, and the rest is seawater. We cannot drink seawater. Okay, we have only 1/4 left, which is the drinkable water. When we excessive exploit the water shortage is there. It's not only in India, it is there in many parts of the world. So it is getting shortage. So you need to develop a plan wherein you are using that particular thing, also keeping that for future. For example, now you see in coronavirus situation, from the past 40 days of lockdown, if you are reading newspaper, you must be getting news that the underground water which was exhausted is getting renewed, because nobody is using it, nobody is excavating it. River Ganges are itself getting self quarantined, and it is getting less polluted. Whatever pollution was there, itself healing itself. River Yamuna got rejuvenated. How? Because nobody is touching it, we are not polluting it. Even our 40 days of lockdown itself, nature is healing itself. So that's the sign nature is giving you, that you should not do the excessive exploitation of things, because that is the reason that it is getting undivided in places, it's getting unbalanced at the different places. Due to excessive use, coal and petroleum are also going to be exhausted in the near future. You must know that petroleum is known as liquid gold. Again, you dig out and take the petroleum, and that petrol need to be again, it is not in a right form. We need to again quantity it, we need to again work on it, and then only you get the petroleum. So if we are just using and using the coal and petroleum, it will be exhausted, it will go away from the nature, and we do not have anything to give to our generation which is coming. So in this case, what you need to do, we should stop the excessive use, and we should work on the alternatives of that. Now what are the alternatives? You must have heard about the electric car. So electric car is used wherein we do not have to use the petroleum. Okay, then we have already electric trains and metro working, wherein we are just not using the petrol and the diesel wagons, which is not there. So scientists are working on that. We should scientists are working on this particular thing, that what should be the alternative methods to preserve, to conserve these resources. Then as a human being, as a citizen of any country, what are your duty? It is our duty to ensure all uses of renewable resources are sustainable, and the diversity of life on the earth is conserved by minimizing the damage to natural environmental system. Now what is that? See, we are not the only species in this world, right? You do have different type of biodiversity. What is biodiversity? That we do have different type of plants and animals in the ecosystem, right? So we should not be selfish enough to think about ourselves. We should think about the other stuffs as well, other people as well in this world. So we should conserve by minimizing the damage to the natural environmental system. If you are just using, just exploiting the natural things and you do not keep anything for the future, the world is not balanced. People said that the coronavirus epidemic is due to the result of the excessive damage to the natural environmental system, and hence in the lockdown series, if you see, nature is healing itself. We have given the time wherein we are not doing anything. Most of the world countries, as per the NASA satellite, the environmental pollution has gone from 100 to 30%. So you can see that 70% itself got healed in just 40 days of lockdown among the world. So we should work on this. We should think that we should not exploit. In the same way, you must have learned about the wildlife sanctuaries. See what people are doing now. Government of India as well as government of different countries had made biodiversity reserves and wildlife sanctuaries so that the biodiversity and the wildlife cannot be get abrupted in those places. You must have heard about the army areas wherein you are not supposed to excavate and touch any tree. So in this way, people are doing their bit, environment is doing their bit to conserve the things. That are the things as a human being, as a citizen itself, you should do. That you should preserve the things. You should not excessive exploit the benefits which is given by the nature. Now there are many ways of conserving resources. Each person can contribute the following 3R of conservation for sustainable development. Now what are the 3R's? Reduce consumption. एक्सेसिव कंजप्शन, एक्सेसिव यूज़ करना किसी चीज़ को हमको हमें रिड्यूस करना है, उसको कम करना है. रीयूज़ एज मैनी आइटम्स एज पॉसिबल. Now the term reuse is very used right now. Now what is reuse? For example, just I'll give you the example. Suppose your mother has washed some vegetables with a certain water. Now you should think carefully and smartly. You should not throw that water just in the sink. If that water is good enough, you can reuse it water by watering the plants. Yes, in this way you can use the same water for different purposes. So there are many ways in which we can reuse the thing. If a certain cotton cloth you have which you are not wearing, then you can think of what that cloth can be used for different purposes instead of just throwing it somewhere. So that is your reuse. Recycle discarded items wherever possible. You must have heard about the IT waste right now. Okay, IT waste is something when you throw away the computers, laptops or smartphones. So now the technology has developed wherein they are recycling the things. You get this type of image in most of the things which you purchase. When you next go to the supermarket, whenever lockdown will open, just see that in the back side of any product which you purchase, you get the sign of recycle. That means that that particular product can be recycled. Like plastics can be recycled, which is having even pages of the books and the newspapers, they get recycled, and then again that paper can be used for different purposes. Some one more example I'll give you. Today most of the cosmetic companies, they came with a particular concept wherein whatever tubes or glass jars you are purchasing from them, when the product get emptied, you can again give it back to them. That companies will come and that collect through Nyaka and through Purple and many other products, many other companies are doing that. They will take away that empty jar or tube from you, and they will give you 10% discount for the next product which you are purchasing from them. So that is their way of extending help to the environment by recycling the discarded items. So those are the ways which we should use. So that is the thing. So ultimately it makes a difference because all our lives are linked. We are dependent on plants. Plants are dependent on us because we need to water them. We are dependent on animals. Animals are dependent on us. So we are all linked with each other. So, our future of our planet and its people is linked with our ability to maintain and preserve the life support system that nature provides. So, it is our duty as a citizen as of this country, of a world, that you should preserve the things. Not only reserve, you should preserve the things. So what are the principles of sustainable development? Respect and care for all forms of life. All forms of life means not only human beings. You should respect for a small ant itself. You should respect for a small sapling plant itself. Improve the quality of human life. You improve on yourself. You try to improve your life. You try to improve the life of the people who are linked with you, your family members, your friends. Conserve the earth's vitality and diversity. Vitality का मतलब होता है different टाइप की स्पीसीज़ का होना, डाइवर्सिटीज़ भी वही है. सो वी शुड कंजर्व दैम. मिनिमाइज द डिप्लीशन ऑफ नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज. डिप्लीशन मतलब अंत होना. नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज का कितना कम हम यूज़ कर सकते हैं ताकि उसको हम मिनिमाइज़ करें और हम रोक सकें कि चीज़ें ख़राब ना हो. Change personal attitude and practice towards the environment. We should not throw garbage here and there. We should preserve the plants. We should not excessive purchase the things which is not required. We should try to think about the reuse and recycle the things. So those are the attitude towards the environment. Enable communities to care for their own environment. You must have heard about some of the communities in Rajasthan who just cut themselves for the sake of the plant. Like we have the Chipko movement in that people just embrace themselves to the bark of the tree so that they can save the things. You do not have to do that, but again, you should not create any problem for any plant and animal. So these are the principles of sustainable development. Each person can create a difference, and with that we come to the end of this chapter. I hope that you are able to get the grasp of what this chapter is all about. It is the resources, and that's your book, Resource and Development. Our further chapters will be based on this particular chapter. So this is really an important uh, thing, important concept which is required. So I hope you are able to get it, and thank you for being with me, and have a safe day and safe life. Thank you.